Welcome, Casual Boots, League Season 5, Week 3. We are ready. This is the second game between the Perfect Unadulterated Gaming Squad, PUGS, versus the Spec Rock Bonkers. In this case, earlier in the week, it was Airy versus Telmaran. Airy ended up taking up an early victory. Looks like Daaanty is looking to do the same for his team. Of course, Alex is definitely wanting to tie the series up 1-1, but of course, for Casual Boots, we're going to be able to go fast. It's going to be a great race. On track today, of course, is Arturo, and I'm joined today on commentary by the one, the only Fear Agent. How's it going?
Great. Is it okay if I root against someone in this race? Is that allowed from the commentary booth?
I mean, I guess it's certainly not unheard of. Any particular grudge that you have? Fear?
Yeah, this PUGS team. What is this?
I believe, well, in this case, it's actually the Light World Pug Sprite. You know, not to be confused with Aries Dark World Pug Sprite, but it's a little bit overpowered. But Fear, you know, both Daaanty and Alex, they were season 1 guests for you, right? So how could you root against both guests?
I mean, I like them. I can like them and root against them. Like, for example, you know, when LeBron and Wade and Bosch all got together, I didn't root for the Miami Heat. That was for sure.
Oh yeah,
so,
yeah, that's true. That's true. We certainly do maybe have, it's literally based on reputation, maybe a little bit of a lopsided. You know, Daaanty does have at least 1 league title. You know, among whatever other accolades he has, a ton. Alex is probably considered in this case to be the underdog, despite the fact that he is a Ninja Turtle. But, you know, so I have it on good authority that if we do get to visit Spec Rock today, you know, maybe check out the mountain, we might get a sneak preview as to why Nilssonalex 92 is on the Spec Rock Bonkers team. I'm going to be pretty excited for that.
Yeah. You know, good people, Daaanty and Alex, of course, good people, but I really want Alex to win this race.
Well, I mean, you know, so it's certainly, you know, not unheard of. You know, this is Rando, of course. Even if someone, you know, looks like, you know, predictive-wise, someone is going to be, you know, having an edge. There's, by the way, our first item in front of Escape is a glove. That's pretty nice. You know, this is Rando, and it comes down to, you know, making this case the correct decisions for the seed. You know, execution certainly can get you quite far. Certainly, I believe, you know, the bar for joining the PUGS team is quite high, being able to use those boots efficiently. But you know, Daaanty just ended up getting his first bonk. You know, and I believe according to his podcast interview with you, Fear, you know, you get hit, you get bonk and escape. I think you know, you're automatically just gonna lose the race.
Yeah, that's true. This is a true tortoise versus the pug scenario we have here.
Yeah. Oh my
and
gosh,
as we know in all of those stories, the tortoise always wins. So go Nilssonalex.
That's right. It's Michelangelo. Actually, you know, coincidentally, I actually have a Ninja Turtles T-shirt on. So you know,
awesome.
I guess we're just for, you know, we're for Alex today.
You know, when you join the dark side, you become the bad guy, and that just is part of the deal. You got to live with that.
You know, well, good thing we can find a mirror, maybe. Never mind. We're gonna have a bow instead in the back of Escape.
That's not bad.
In the front. Yeah. Alex.
Okay. Yeah, that guard was not being nice.
We're going fast. Good thing we have boots. Yeah, Alex actually ended up not quite getting, you know, some good execution on the ball and chain guard. Ended up having to do like have to go back for a pot and a heart, but good thing. But certainly, you know, nothing too big of a deal. You know, this is of course Escape. The first couple minutes, you know, always kind of good to get, let's say, the first, you know, 5.5 minutes of basically like, let's say, like the same thing, routine, right? Kind of get yourself into, you know, like the race setting. Certainly, this is, you know, every league race is, you know, very important. You don't certainly want to not only, of course, you know, let your teammates down, but you know, these are very valuable points in order to try and get you to yourself to playoffs. Right,
and you know, a little bit more valuable for Nilsson's team is they only have 6 points right now going as we do week 3. If he wants his team to stay in the playoff hunt, Gonna
Oh,
have to try
okay.
to steal one here. So.
Yeah, very excellent point. Yeah, yeah. So I think this was introduced, I guess, when you were still here as like head admin, right? Like the relegation promotion system.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah, yeah. So right. So of course, winning playoffs, especially invitational, huge accolades, fame, glory. You certainly don't want to be on the flip side just because well, if your performance is not up to par, you may end up getting regulated,
Mm-hmm.
and have to maybe try for another season to kind of get back into the invitational.
So, question.
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna rush Eastern?
That's also a very good point. We haven't gotten a map check. You know what? I'm gonna predict that Alex is gonna rush Eastern over Daaanty. Once some people also view going to Eastern Palace as the dark side. I believe there is even for some reason, a league team that's called that name themselves the Eastern Palace Skippers. And
Yeah.
sometimes it's just mistakes. They tend to happen, even to the best of us.
Yeah, I think that applies more to cross keys than a regular mode, but yeah, we'll see. Did get the shovel coming out. Did we see a map? Is the map in sync?
We did see a map. It was in the boomerang chest. I certainly fully expect this to be an item.
Okay.
All right, so 508 coming out of escape. Certainly nothing to sneeze at. A lot of people will be very happy with that. Alex, very closely behind, a couple seconds. But of course, Daaanty saving those extra frames. You have to appreciate the chest turns here, Fear. Like,
Daaanty, I'm not appreciating anything that he does in this game. Oh, it's pendant Eastern too.
Pendant Eastern. All right.
Oh, we get a save and quit from Nilsson.
Yeah.
I like it. Just do it. Just do Eastern, Nilsson. Just do it.
Yeah, yeah, and so this is actually going to be part of I would say maybe even some strategy. So I think that Nilsson probably. Oh my gosh, Fear, is he actually going to Eastern? This is going to be amazing.
He's at least going sync. You're not going. He's at least going Sawhouse Closet. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Yeah, yeah, and so especially even for game 1, Area versus Telmaran, right? Area's strategy seemed to be much more, I would say, like thorough, right? Making sure he doesn't leave any major checks behind. Telmaran was definitely much more aggressive. Like, he knows he needs to make up time over Area, and I think Alex is doing something very similar here.
Even if he doesn't go Eastern, I think getting this check out of the way is pretty nice. But him dashing out of Saha tells me he is doing Eastern, and he's not even gonna do a map check. He'll see that it's a pendant when he enters the dungeon with the P in the top left corner.
Yeah.
And you just reminded me, I actually did comms for the other race. Oh, there's our third sword, by the way.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you did it with Tracy. That's right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so by the way, yeah, we have Master Sword in Saha's Closet for Alex, Master Sword for Daaanty in Lost Woods. And of course, we saw a mushroom as well. It looks like Lost Woods is our new uncle. We have relocated to the forest instead of a dark and scary dungeon.
Oh man, I can't wait for him to find like the hammer and mitts here or something.
Oh, this is gonna be this is why you don't skip Eastern, by the way.
Nice tree pull there, getting the 8-bomb drop.
Okay.
From the trees.
All right, looks like first chest of Eastern Palace is gonna be our big key. So we're gonna be at least gonna check the big chest early on. Of course, we're gonna hope that in this case it is going to be all the items gonna be up front for Alex, so he doesn't have to make decisions about going all the way to the middle of the big key chest, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is okay. All right, a bottle.
As Daaanty
bottle. Finds a bottle. All right. Well, at least Alex has got a little bit of safety, so always nice to see. But in this case, both Daaanty and Alex are gonna be able to check Sick Kid. This is a very upbeat MSU, by the way.
Yeah, it's I think it's a Mario Kart 8 MSU.
Okay. Yeah, but this routing wise, Alex is definitely taking a bit more of a, not necessarily unconventional, but just a lesser scene. Daaanty.
Yeah, this is unconventional. He's doing pendant Eastern without even checking if it's a pendant or a crystal first.
Good point. Yeah.
This is a play to be made right here.
All right. So this is the last in logic check for Alex. Oh my gosh, it's the map. That's dang it, Easter. Alright, okay, so of course Alex is gonna make his way over to the middle of the key chest. He's gonna be able to do this in the dark. Every confidence, certainly more than capable of doing so. But it's gonna be just a little bit of extra time. Daaanty though, meanwhile, Kakariko, he found a bottle. Didn't really lead anything to it. He is rescuing the chicken, as I believe in homage to his former teammate Sailor Neff. But other than that, just a bunch of money. Certainly nothing to, complain about, but...
Really nothing. Still looking for the Moon Pearl and a glove or hammer or lamp.
Right. Oh, unfortunate.
Still nothing out of...
Oh, Alex, he is going to... Yeah, so 10 arrows. Nice.
There's an item.
Yeah, but it's... He's going. He's going to defeat Eastern Palace. The back dark room here is going to be a little bit trickier, but Alex looks very confident.
He'll be fine. He also has a fairy, I think.
Good point. Yeah, we found the fairy in the map chest at Eastern Palace.
Yeah.
But,
there's our Moon Pearl. Don't want to skip that one.
Oh yeah. Oh dear. Oh my gosh, Alex! He literally just blitzed through that whole room.
Yeah.
Holy cow!
I mean, he is a Ninja Turtle, right? Like, he doesn't need a little C. He can.
Yeah, he just lives in the sewers. I mean,
ninjas work in the dark, and that's what he does.
Yeah, this is amazing. I mean, Alex did that room quite well. Like, I think even some of the Igor kind of got out of hand, but Alex just handled it like a champ.
Yep. Well, for his sake, I really hope there's something here, because if there's not, Daaanty is, never coming here.
Yeah, maybe unless Daanty's got, kind of a lesser good options at some point. Oh, unfortunately missing the quick kill thing, but I think he's at least got to be able to, take this down very quickly.
Oh my gosh! All right.
Those flippers look pretty dang fired. Good job, Alex.
Okay. Now, I love that sprite, by the way. I love it.
I don't even know what it is.
What it is in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1, when you, I think, finish a boss or finish one of the games, you do that little pose where he's flexing almost, and it says okay. So.
Yeah, that game, by the way, Ninja Turtles 1 is like a ridiculously difficult game. Like, especially the water levels. Jeez.
Oh yeah.
That's it's so painful.
Which also Nilssonalex speedruns.
Yeah,
and
that's
did
true.
at ESA.
That's true.
All right, so he's following the flippers that he just got. Doesn't have Zora money. We can do everything else. So
but I mean, this is really great. Alex actually must be feeling quite good about his early decision. And keep in mind, of course, flippers are still out of logic. No fire rod, no lamp, in order to kind of make the back, logical. Yeah, but those flippers are going to be certainly quite good. Of course, technically, we don't know. We haven't seen them Dark World map yet. Right. We don't know if Swamp Palace is a crystal or not. But you're always going to feel good.
That could be the big one. If Swamp Palace is a pendant and has nothing in it, then maybe Daaanty doesn't need the flippers. But more than likely, we'll see.
Yeah, right.
We already need to go Swamp.
Right, exactly. Like, we already have a pendant Eastern, right? Like, good chances the Swamp Palace is going to be a crystal. Looks like actually I think actually at some point Alex before said that he was gonna do like dam into hobo or something. He just went straight for hobo. I think again this is gonna be one of those strategies, right? For Alex, maybe checking potentially some earlier locations that Daaanty is less likely to go to in his more or less conventional route.
I would have liked to see it turn in that mushroom and then maybe continued with the South Shore stuff.
Oh, I forgot about the mushroom, right? But Alex. Alright, so it looks like this is gonna be our lumberjack check for Alex. Daanty's checked earlier, it was just a heart container, so not gonna defeat Aga for that. Meanwhile, though, Daaanty in Mini Moldrum Cave, still so empty. Okay, alright. Or at least we got something. We got some Mario.
Alright, so I'm trying to think. You want if you're rooting for the Spec Rock Bonkers, you want the hammer or the mitts to be not locked by the flippers. Like, you want the flippers to be pretty late. That way, Daaanty has less incentive to go to Eastern, right? Like,
right, yeah. Yeah, Daaanty's also just a little bit short on cash, although it was a nice rupee count. But I'm gonna assume that Daaanty is probably gonna farm up a little bit of extra cash. Oh, by the way, there's a
there's
lamp.
flipper.
Oh, okay.
There's that flipper logic right there.
Okay, so Zora potentially can have something good. I mean, we do have gloves. Does put Zora on logic, but you know, maybe all the more reason in this case.
Yeah.
Our tracker, Arturo, also pointing out that that lamp, coupled with the tempered sword that we already have between both runners, also puts Aga into logic as well.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I'm sure both of them are not. You know, maybe Aga probably not is. You know, on their priority list right now, but it is maybe something to think about. We haven't found the hammer. Of course, Alex is gonna find his moon pearl in short order.
Yeah, I think if, let's say the hammer is just, or the mitts are in waterfall, it's going to give Daaanty the information that the flippers are likely in Eastern.
Yeah, I should try to think where else maybe Daaanty hasn't seen. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Because he'll do Saha's closet. Well, it all depends on what we get here. It just might be Aga, and if it's Aga, then Daaanty might skip out on doing Eastern. I don't know. Everyone has a different opinion on doing when they do Aga.
Yeah, I mean, well, I think right now, and Eastern Palace is actually one of those really notorious spots in you know Light World that if something's in Eastern, sometimes they're just willing to just skip it.
Right. Right. Like if I'm down to Eastern and Aga, I'm probably doing Aga. That's just kind of how I do things. It's not always right. It doesn't always work out, but that's kind of how I do it. I'm just curious to see these water checks. It really feels like we're going to find something with one of these water checks. And then again, that will sort of funnel Daaanty into knowing that he's got to find those flippers sooner rather than later. But we'll see. If there's nothing here in these flipper checks, then I think we're out of checks. All right, nothing on Zorlich.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, so that means, you know, I don't know if we're gonna get a Thanks Solsky seed. This could be it. Oh, this could be it. We could get a book, maybe. I know, maybe actually no, a book wouldn't open up anything. Okay.
All right, so it is Aga then, right?
Yeah,
it's Aga.
I think it looks like it.
No, we have access to the mountain.
Oh, we have our old man. Yeah,
right, old man.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna see Spec Rock here on Alex's side. Please, Alex, go.
He still doesn't have that lamp, so logically it's not there. But
you know, we've seen him do many a dark room. He might be willing to break logic again. He is playing against Daaanty. It looks like, you know, Alex is certainly more than interested in trying to, you know, maybe break logic potentially to get a bit of an edge early.
Right.
Man,
those flippers are interesting.
Yeah, but so far, you know, Daaanty very again conventional. He is basically keeping to logic. Hasn't really done anything outside.
You still haven't seen that mushroom, which is what I'd want to see from Nilssonalex.
Oh, right. That's a good point. This might be the mushroom check. He does save and quit, and he's going south. So.
Yeah, this is mushroom.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, sword.
I don't know, Fear. How do you feel about Aga? We found all 4 swords, like.
Wow.
Basically within 20 minutes.
Terrible.
I don't know. I mean, once in this case, I like the bomb drop on Daanty's side to tell him to stop immediately. But I don't know. Once you see a tempered sword and like lamp, it's just like, man, where is Aga? Oh, all right.
So if it is a mushroom. I mean, Daanty's at least going to do Saha's closet for sure. Now, whether he wants to continue on to do Eastern or not. Okay, Aga. It's Aga. Aga is the play, and that's what Daanty's doing.
Oh, well, all right, yeah. This is, again, you know, yeah, this is, well, in this case, Daaanty is actually correct in temporarily, and it is required Aga seed.
Right.
He doesn't,
this could be really bad, because we know that the flippers are on Armos Knights, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when we get to the Dark World, he's got Catfish and he's got Pod. That's the only thing that he has available. He's likely to do Pod and to get some sort of progression from that.
Yeah, I guess
probably the hook shot, maybe the hammer, right?
Right. Well, we also potentially have pyramid item as well.
Right. Yeah. So once he does that, if it's in Pod, pyramid, or whatever, I don't think you go into Eastern. I don't think Daanty's going into Eastern. So I really feel like as long as flippers are required in the seed, this is really good for Nilsson.
Yeah, well, right, and I think as you pointed out, the likelihood that Daanty's going to get earlier flippers, like at least through his progression, is certainly going to be potentially on the lower side.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna have to see, and of course, no mirror, means that it's not going to be necessarily just as easy, right? In order to get over to Eastern from the pod area.
Right. I think the next piece of progression is going to be the hook shot. That's my guess.
This really would not be the first time we've seen hook shot on pyramid, and just and I think also maybe that's especially another reason as to maybe why people are less likely to do Aga without like the pearl, because you don't really have much to do, right? But in this case, Daaanty and Alex, they have the pearl, so maybe they're more willing to, like Daanty's doing right now, more willing to go to Aga.
If it's hook shot, you can need flippers to go west side. No, that's not true. So, no joke. I do think that flippers are going to be last location for Daaanty.
We will see. We will see. I mean,
when is he going to kill Armos Knights? Like, because we know that he's going to find some sort of progression either on Pod, Catfish, or Pyramid, and. When are you going to do Eastern? It's just not, you're not incentivized to do Pendant Eastern. So, all right. So Aga 1 for Daaanty, and Nilsson gonna finish up the water checks here, and then he might head up to the mountain, and then if he does, he'll be finished and do Aga. So he is a bit behind, but he has the Eastern clear. So
right, he is like quote unquote behind, like in getting into Dark World.
Right.
But as soon as Daaanty just kind of goes through the motions of getting all these blue balls out of the way, like we're gonna get a Dark World map check, and we're gonna really see in this case if those flippers are going to be hard required.
Right. If Swamp is a pendant and it that pendant dungeon has no progression, then Daaanty is going to be in the clear. And let's face it, this is the PUGS, right? It's going to happen.
The plot armor doesn't always, necessarily go apply to all PUGs, and every PUG in this case has a weakness. We saw Andy faces Nemesis with the crab. We saw Aerie faces Nemesis with the mini Moldarm. There is going to be something out there for Daaanty. We just don't know it yet.
All right, red boomerang for Nilsson, and Sank Start tells me he's going up to the mountain, probably to check Spec Rock.
Please,
Mouse.
Alex. Yes. All right. Okay. We might be able to see now why Nilssonalex 92 is part of the Spec Rock bunkers right here. This is okay. Just an alternate ways to the mountain. Gotcha.
It feels like this Aga fight has gone on forever.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, Aga dead.
All right, after this cutscene, moment of truth. What are we gonna get?
I think it's gonna be in Pod. I think that's why we got the bow.
Daaanty,
I really want to see
the
map check. Yeah.
Oh well,
there's their boots.
We found our boots.
Which, if you notice,
Daaanty, it needs some cash.
Yeah, no money.
Was he thinking about saving pudding?
All right, so he can do Catfish. If he gets no money here, he can Houlihan and then head back in and do Pod.
Yeah, looks like actually his decision or his choice was pretty much made for him, just because, well, you know, we have no money to get into pod. Come on, Alex. Oh, so sad.
My gosh, he promised. What was that? He guaranteed us.
Can we? I know we.
Oh my gosh,
okay,
I'm
we're
very
gonna leave the comm
disappointed.
booth now. All right.
Very disappointed. Very, very disappointed in that.
I don't. Can we consciously still root for Alex now?
I mean, I might have to switch to the dark side. I don't know what that was.
All right, what do you have to his catfish? Just a
All right,
piece of
it's
heart.
in pod. Oh, I can't believe he didn't bonk.
I'm just so disappointed. Now we're never gonna know why Alex is part of the Smack Rock Bonkers. There's literally no bonks on his side.
All right, so for some reason, Daanty's now choosing to do Eastern. Oh no, he's doing
Saha, right?
Yeah, just Saha. But let's see if he goes into Eastern.
I'm trying to actually think. Was there actually money back here? There was another sword. He needs to live in order to get to Saha first. Oh, there's a mushroom. Mushroom, I think, was 50 rupees. So that is at least something. But looks like Daaanty is he's running out.
I don't understand. I do not understand this because he did AGA. You've invested all that time to get 20 rupees is not tough, especially because he has the mushroom now, right? So you turn in the mushroom and then you hula hand from there.
Yeah.
Why would you? Because if he goes to Eastern, he just wastes, and it's here. He just wasted all that time doing AGA. I don't understand it.
Well, I mean, he may not do the dungeon to completion, and maybe coming in here
No, he's going to complete it. There's 2 items. Yeah.
Well, I mean, right. I'm wondering if this is also supposed to be like a hedge, you know, like for maybe in order to counter something.
He did AGA. It's not what.
Well, you know, well, we can potentially ask him, you know, what his potential strategy is here. Well, let's see, in this case, Alex is almost to the top. So, okay, so, by the way, Alex is also missing a good amount of cash. So, I mean, it's not like, so Alex has already had Eating Palace done, right? But in this case, like, he's gonna go to Catfish, and then he's gonna farm up some cash. I guess he doesn't have anything else left to do, right? Other than pod.
Yeah, he's gonna have to, he'll do Pyramid and Catfish, and then he'll probably have to hula hand. I really am at a loss for words right now. I just don't understand this. It doesn't make any sense. I just don't understand how you do AGA and then Eastern. Like, it just doesn't. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Maybe Daaanty is just hoping for something early. I mean, he is gonna be in this area anyway, right? Like, oh no, never mind. He doesn't have a hammer, so he can't just get to the blue spot 5 spot very easily. Alright, there is the map. Yeah, looks like though Daanty's gonna finish up. But I mean, he's gonna get the flippers, and they're not really gonna open up anything. We also don't have a map check yet, Daaanty. we need to know. I'm also wondering maybe if it's one of those like, okay, like I think this is the only option I have left, but oh wait, like I could have gotten money somewhere else, but he's already like on his way to Eastern. And maybe he just didn't.
He just picked up the mushroom. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
I guess we're gonna have to see. You know, we can ask him in this case of what he was thinking about. So let's see. All right, Daaanty's gonna finish up Eastern. Gonna have a little bit of well, easier time getting to the back because he does have the lamp, so he can see everything. I think though, still, just how Alex kind of just blitzed through that room in the dark was very impressive. Although there's nothing that Alex can do in order to speed up this fight. Daaanty. I wonder if this was the master plan all along, coming here to Eastern and farming up the rupees.
I guess. I just don't understand it.
Alright, okay. So actually it looks like everything's said and done, Alex actually might be a little bit ahead of depending on where he goes. Oh,
yeah,
I
he's
guess
got to do
he's money.
catfish,
Yeah.
and he's gonna need money. So
Yeah,
this is
good point, good point.
yeah.
And I think we maybe checked tree pulls, right? We didn't get any cash.
Yeah, I think we saw the tier 2 was the bombs. I think I'm not sure what the tier 1 was, and I don't know if we ever saw the crabs.
I guess that's true. Yeah, we know, of course, this catfish is just a heart piece, so not going to help us out in terms of any personal finance issues. Daaanty making his way through Eastern Palace. He is going to be rewarded with the flippers, probably. If we ever have webcams on him, it might be one of those, oh my gosh, thank goodness I went here type of thing.
Yeah, that's pretty fortunate for him.
Alright, Daaanty saving quitting after Eastern Palace, so... Where, oh, he's gonna turn in the mushroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or he's just gonna go straight into Dark
Or
World.
not.
Never mind.
Or not. I guess it just doesn't make any sense. I have no understanding on how he says to do stuff.
Oh, that's okay. We're going to the Dark World. Alex, though, is this gonna be an Agina's check, maybe? Alright, finally got a map check. 5-6 are Swamp and Pod. Alright, so those flippers are definitely going to be very, very much required. Oh, Alex, okay. So he's not gonna hold a hand. He is going to go to the 50 rupee cave with his glove.
Yeah. So Daaanty got the mushroom out of Saha, but is now going to Pod.
I mean, like, Pod is definitely higher in terms of item density. I'm not sure how
he
far
did Aga. I don't understand. I just don't understand this. I don't understand it.
Could have also been maybe just like a spur of the moment. Yeah, it's definitely something we can definitely ask him once he, once we basically can get these guys in. Talk about the and you thought and casual boots is certainly could be very, very creative sometimes. All right, what does Pod have today? Certainly, we're gonna have to find something here. Could be a hammer. What a surprise! Could be a mirror. Could be a hook shot. I think that's what you maybe predicted right here.
Yeah.
Okay, so at least, alright, Daaanty has a little bit of a head start on Alex. Going into Pod, Alex does have the mushroom check on top of Daaanty. Other than that, though, I think everyone's kind of done the same things. Alright.
So Mir opens up Hera.
Alright, Daisy, look like you try one more time. This is, hovering again. Most people, the bars are pretty high for people who, have to hover to begin with. But I think to get on this team, not only do you have to hover, you have to get certain very difficult hovers like this one, and also be able to hover quickly. Just like that, Daaanty picks up the Inuka medallion on the bowlock side. Totally illogic. We do have a bow, but Daaanty just saved a little bit of time in this case. We also have a mirror, by the way. I didn't even realize we picked that up the first time in the bridge chest. So that mirror at least gonna make Pod routing a little bit nicer. So okay, Fear, like you picked up the mirror. I don't know, like I guess like how much for? It looks like Daaanty's gonna stay. Like, would you leave after the mirror?
No, it doesn't open up enough.
Okay. Of course, so I don't think we got the big key yet. So it looks like at least no hammering out for Daaanty so far. Daaanty's also going to be able to farm up a little bit of extra cash. I do expect the big key to show up soon. Soon. Maybe Harmless Hellway. Alright, so there is the big key. So Alex is also giving us the counterpoint, the counter portion of the content here in Pod. Unlike Daaanty, of course, who's going to just hover over to the Bowlock side. Alex is going to show us the developer intended way of getting through this room, or these sides. Alright, we did pick up the map. Dark Maze is a totally not interesting. Getting the map and the compass, so it's gonna be a last check. It is a oh my gosh. Well, it's not quite the hammer that we were looking for, but you know, I guess you won't complain about silvers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that once we get to Ganon, the fight should be relatively straightforward. Almost, I would say, too easy for 2 people in the Invitational League. Alright, so we found a mirror. So do you think in this case Hookshot's gonna be in Hera? How about Hera Basement?
It's just gonna be the mitts.
The mitts, huh? Alright. I guess we do in this case have a fire source, the lamp, so if in this case something is here in Hera Basement, we are going to at least be able to get it. Early big key though means that there is no basement potential. Oh my
or
gosh.
the hammer.
Or a hammer. Well, that's one item. So I guess, yeah, in this case, Pod is totally on the table for both runners. Alongside those silvers and the gold sword, Helvosaur should be pretty dang quick. But of course, no hookshot means that we can't actually do the quick way up Hera. We just have to go through, not quite the NMG way, but we are going to see every single room here in the climb. Okay, Alex, going up the mountain. You think this is going to be a second chance where we potentially could see him bog spec rock?
No, he's not doing it now.
Oh man. Alright, so we did see the compass and a small key, so this is going to be 50-50 between whether or not we're going to see the second item here on Moldorm, or we're going to see maybe in the basement. Now, of course, if it is in the basement, that would be another decision point, potentially between Daaanty and Alex. Of course, this is why we don't have Gold Sword for Moldorm in the Light World. It's the map. You think Daaanty's gonna stay here?
No, there's too much open now.
Yeah. Alright, okay. So if Daaanty's leaving, you think Alex is gonna stay?
No.
Oh wow, Daaanty! You know, talk about unpredictability. Daaanty is not going to. He's gonna be thorough. Potentially could be interesting. I mean, if nothing's here and Alex skips it, Alex needs to hit the switch first. But certainly going to be very, very interesting. So right, it looks like, so Mitts would open up something pretty big, namely like the rest of, a lot more stuff in Not the Mountain. We would also, of course, with the hammer, we're going to be able to do stuff on the mountain as well. Hookshot also would potentially open up, well, Swamp Palace. I mean, not necessarily open up, but at least we can be able to clear that crystal. All sorts of very interesting options here. It is just 20 rupees. Alright, so Daaanty, of course, armed with the hammer, he is going to go over here and clear out... Never mind, he's not going to go over here because the Dead Rock has decided to play defense for Alex and kind of block his way over to Paradox. Alright, so a big moment for Alex here. He actually has the potential here to save, you know, upwards of a minute over Daaanty if he decides to skip para basements. So far, you know, and granted, like, I haven't really seen Alex skip things, but he has certainly done things in slightly different orders, so I guess we'll see. But he's, this is good for Alex if he doesn't come back. That is a very nice time save that he's going to make over Daaanty. Alright, but looks like, though, we are going to check Spiral Cave. This place is quite the reputation of screwing over people more than once before. Daaanty does need to get a little bit of extra health, maybe. Oh, man. Alright, Paradox. Early on Daanty's side, we do have the Fire Rod. That is going to open up, well... certainly required, because we do have to beat Trinix today, but we are also going to... it does open up, of course, Pendant Skull Woods, but nobody ever goes there for progression. Alright, a couple more checks on this particular case. Looks like nothing else really here in Paradox Cave, so Daaanty is out. Where are we going? Maybe this might be... So this is potentially back to Pod. We do have the hammer, of course.
No, it's just Hype Cave.
Right. Hype Cave, and then into Village, maybe? Stumpy digging?
Yeah, probably.
Alex and Daaanty, having both boomerangs here. gonna be quite cute. Hype Cave has, starting off, Heart Piece. Money. Where's the money early?
Where's Nilsson going? Is he going back to... Is he going back to Hera?
Hera basement? Oh, I hope not. Oh man, is he gonna do... man, is it gonna be Spike Cave? Is he gonna go back to Hera basement?
I don't...
Man, Alex, no, don't do it! Oh, this is gonna be a Spike Cave check, though.
Oh, he's got the ferry. I think he can get through with the ferry.
Yeah, oh, good point. Yeah. Oh my gosh, and a very nice bush ferry to boot. Okay, so this could be very good.
If he went to Hera basement, I might have just had to leave. I don't know if I could have handled it anymore.
Oh, fair. Just, I mean, you know, it takes a lot in this case to recover from him not blocking Spec Rock. I mean, I would have totally understood. Alright, so Daaanty making his way over here. Nothing really in Hype Cave, nothing in Cave 45. Man, alright, where is our stuff? Oh. We, you know, given what, 40 some minutes in, you know, we do have a lot of good things. We're also missing a lot of really big ticket items, right? No mitts, well, we may not see a flute.
To be fair, we just got to the Dark World, so...
fair. I guess, like, you know, like, the Aga fight was just so long, it just felt like an eternity.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, though. Daaanty, you know, and Alex, demonstrating why the Gold Sword is just, you know, everyone complains about the post-Aga Light World. You know, if you have Gold Sword, it's really not an issue. Suddenly, from skipping all of South Dark World, Alex and Daaanty, look at this! Absolute sync! Maybe in this case, you know, Alex and Daaanty are They believe in Dunka stats. They do have the Fire Rod. This potentially could be, you know, a trip into Skull Woods, or, you know, could be, of course, into Thieves Town and Village of Outcasts. We do have another crystal on our hands. Okay, so I have to root for Daaanty now, because Daaanty decided to skip Skull Woods, and Alex, for some reason, believes that Dunka is honest, and there will be progression here. But I also believe that Alex is, you know,
I don't know if
Daaanty.
I don't know if Alex has even looked at the map. I think he's just guessing.
Also, good point. Yeah, that's also a good point, because you know, Arturo actually, he's done a great job of tracking both sides, like from knowledge-wise.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think you're right. Like, there's nothing marked here on Alex's side. Oh my god, Dunka! Oh wow, Dunka! What? Amazing! Alex has found the Ice Rod in the Nilabiki chest of Skull Woods. That is absolutely required. You're gonna talk about maybe Flippers being last location for Daaanty, you know, earlier on, you know.
And now he's killing Moth. I guess Nilsson is just full clowning this scene.
It could be. Maybe he thinks there's a pedestal. Maybe I don't know if he thinks he's behind, because he's honestly made some really good decisions, honestly, right?
Here's the thing: is you can't play this game assuming you know what your opponent's going to do. You just can't. That's how you lose. You just gotta play your best. And for Nilsson, that means just rushing pendant dungeons, I suppose.
Maybe. I think right. So we know that from Daanty's side that this is not the green pendant. There's a hook shot, by the way, in the front of Thieves Town. But I guess maybe from Alex, you know, if he didn't know the Eastern was a regular pendant, he probably doesn't know the Skull Woods is also a regular pendant. And unfortunately for no book means that we actually can't check the pedestal prize. Of course, unless Moth drops the book right here. No such luck.
Was that an item or
no? It was just a map. It was just a map, unfortunately. So Alex, I think, just rushed straight to Mothula. No bridge chest or anything like that. So he might go back. Yeah. But yeah, meanwhile though, Daaanty are probably outside of, I don't know, maybe going into Eastern Palace a little bit earlier than expected. I think he's basically just gone through, I don't know, fairly, not necessarily conservative, but more conservative routing in this case. Oh, but that is the second item in Skull Woods. Alex, man, okay, he made, again, good decision on his part to skip the entirety of Skull Woods, like, front. That is a good, you know, couple minutes. This is some really spooky music. It's cute. Alright, so actually, you know, and with the hook shot, Daanty's got Swamp Palace on the table for him, so he may not end up going north for a little bit. As well. You know, there are going to be other checks like, you know, the Graveyard Ledge, that's not really that appealing. Got Bumper Ledge check, but we don't have a cape. King's Tomb with no mitts, you know, I mean, we could do that, you know, getting through with the mirror, but, you know, another Clearable Crystal Dungeon. Also, no small key for Daaanty means that he was in certainly a rude awakening for the we can't actually get to the big chest. There might have been some NMG muscle memory kicking in there. Of course, Daaanty taking on blind, he should be fine. He does, in fact, still have a fairy, but 2.5 hearts is really, I mean, you should be fine. He should be fine. Pretty much on script. Nothing really too big to worry about. Did end up hitting a little bit, but that is his next crystal down. So Daanty's on the board. Two crystals and one pendant. Alex has 2 pendants and 1 crystal, about to get a second one. So certainly not too far behind Daaanty at this point. But of course, in terms of progression for dungeons, maybe looks like half a thief's down behind. But most importantly, between Alex and Daaanty, Alex has that ice rod from the Miliviki Chest of Skull Woods.
Yeah.
And that could potentially be, quite big. Not only, of course, just having that ice rod, right? Like, when you're in what Daaanty probably is going to be in some sort of ice rod go mode, right? That means that Alex is going to be able to go mode stuff, and Daaanty might end up checking more stuff in dungeons. Interesting, no bumper ledge check. Daaanty was maybe he'll do it on the way back.
Who knows? Who knows? I can't make predictions on anything anymore. I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. This is Rando, right? I have no idea.
Oh, fear. Yeah, I mean, when you're racing in this case, like 1-on-1, I think Daaanty does have, probably some hunch that Alex might be taking a bit more, creative liberties with his routing decisions. Certainly could be potentially in this case, maybe just like a counter. Knowing that he's gonna play against Alex. Very interesting graveyard. Okay, Daanty's fine. Don't worry. Just, oh my gosh, dude! Like, what a decision. Alex needs to make his way over to Graveyard Ledge. That is a really good find, actually.
Yeah, he's not going to Graveyard Ledge.
Yeah, I mean, right. Well, right. This is kind of the issue thing with Alex's routing is that he came from the north, and now he's most likely going to go south. Well,
Daanty's going to check Skullwoods when he has mitts and a fully clearable Swamp Palace. He's going to Pendant Skullwoods.
He's just in the area. This is very, very interesting decisions. Maybe he'll just check the front. We know, of course, on Alex's side, there's going to be nothing here in the front.
He just found the mitts, and he has a fully clearable swamp, a fully clearable ice palace. All of Dark Death Mountain. You could probably maybe do TR, and he's in Skullwoods.
Maybe he's just hoping for something early here, but it's certainly, and he's in the area, but I would be very interested in hearing, Daanty's thoughts, about, in this case, what decisions he made in order to route the seed. Alright, that was crystal number 2 down for Alex. No, okay, this is gonna be Daanty's ice rod. He is quite happy. Is he going to finish? He is not gonna finish Mothula. I think that is gonna be enough value potentially for Daaanty. Speaking of the mountain, Daaanty has mitts. He's gonna do Dark Death Mountain. Oh right, and of course he picked up that ice rod. So I guess we're gonna finally get a check as to what our entry is for Turtle Rock. Of course it is Ether, where Daaanty is 100% going in. 100% meaning that we still can predict Daaanty's actions. Hasn't always been the case in this particular scene, but being so close to Turtle Rock and being able to go in certainly has good chances. And of course, Daaanty, being up here in Dark Death Mountain, he's got Hookshot Cave, Super Bunny Cave. Meanwhile, though, as predicted, Alex is decided to go south versus north, which is unfortunate, but looks like, though, Ice Rod is not our only Ice Rod today. We do have a Quick Medallion outstanding. So no entry into Turtle Rock quite yet, but of course, you know, would we be surprised if, you know, the quick medallion is just sitting here somewhere, right under the doormat, or the paw mat, I guess. What do turtles have? Are they paws? Are they? I don't even know what they're called. Hands?
Feet?
Feet? Feet?
I have no idea.
Feet mat? Yeah, and you know, honestly, like the good thing about the mitts being in Graveyard Ledge for Alex is that the mitts do actually block quite a bit of stuff, right? You know, in this case, you talked about this earlier, Fear, right? We have, for example, Ice Palace totally on the table, right? That's somewhere that Alex cannot go without the mitts. He may end up going into Swamp Palace. It's actually pretty good routing, you know, for Alex, right? He found the hook shot in Thieves Town, and of course we've got the flippers early from Eastern Palace, so this is gonna be a next nice and completable dungeon. Meanwhile, though, I unfortunately wasn't counting items in Pod. I'm going to assume that there is something on. Oh yeah, we saw the map, the compass, and Helbasaur. There is going to be another item here, so it looks like Daaanty is just going to finish things up. Now, of course, gonna be more interesting here on Alex's side. We are still missing, let's see, just at the 55-minute mark, basically. What are we still missing? We are missing, of course, we know, we are missing a quick medallion. And...
Entry to desert.
Oh, good point. Yeah, yeah, entry to desert. Yeah, so we need a flute, or we need a book. So... Alex coming in here, my guess, if we're in this case 2 items from Go mode, he'll maybe do left side first.
Sure.
All of these, yeah, but I think maybe in this case, we just have to give up on doing any type of stream predictions because, and whatever we say, we're just gonna RNG it and then see if we're actually correct or not. Oh, right, and yeah, Alex needs his mitts as well. Also, good point. And so, right, so Alex being in this case, yeah, 3. Well, he knows he needs mitts. He knows he needs some sort of entry to desert, and he doesn't know any type of medallion requirements yet. I certainly can see him doing left side. Although, like, he did get an item first, and maybe he'll see what's in the compass chest, like the second one, because like it's such a terrible feeling when you do left side first, and then it's just map and compass over there. You're just so sad. Daaanty, you know, getting to Helbasaur is certainly, you know, quite the trek. Those of you who may or may not be familiar with dying to Helma and NMG might be more familiar with coming back here the second time around to maybe get a sense of how long things take, but Daaanty's here. We're gonna do a lot of hammer hits, and then, you know, he's got gold swords, got silvers. Oh, interesting! I don't think I knew Alex preferred not diver down?
Yeah, I don't think there's things like he didn't do the Hera bomb jump either.
Oh, right, yeah, good point. Oh yeah, that's actually a good point. Didn't even notice that. Did you happen to catch what was on Helbasaur? I just
10 arrows.
Oh, okay, all right. So that is not interesting, but that is crystal number 3 down for Daaanty. Okay, so I think compass chest was the map. So Alex, and we have the compass. So at least 2 items left. Okay, I'm just gonna say right now that Alex was in Spec Rock. He did absolutely nothing to that extent. Like, I don't even know if he knows how to bonk Spec Rock anymore. This is just how disappointed we are. Alright, so quite the contrast between Daaanty and Alex. We have Alex finishing up Argus versus Daaanty going to make his way into the Swamp Palace, gonna get his aiming to get his next crystal. Now, actually, so if you're like, in your shoes, not Daanty's shoes, not Alex's shoes, you've got Ice Palace open, you've got Swamp Palace open. Which are you going in first?
Oh, sorry, Ice Palace or Swamp?
Yeah.
Ice.
Okay. I think I would also do Ice, especially with Cadence and Mario.
Because you know you can full clear. I'm like full clearing it's not a big deal.
Right. Mm-hmm.
The only maybe place you isolate is Ice-T. Oh gosh, an hour in now. Nilsson's doing a map check.
Yeah, we finally have a map check ready to go. I think he's maybe looking to do Pyramid Fairy. Maybe that was his. Do I have the 5-6 crystals? Although, could have just maybe looked at the menu.
So now he is leaving 2 items there. It's probably nothing. Maybe we're only looking for a couple things possibly.
Alright, so it looks like though Alex is gonna go into pot, so it's gonna be just trading a little bit of spaces. Yeah, he's gonna get his 10 arrows, gonna get his next crystal. It is going to be 5-6 in this case, I think, right? Yeah, looks like that. Yeah, and then so he potentially, if he does do you know, Pyramid Fairy into Graveyard Ledge, that's gonna be actually really good. You know, as Matt maybe pointed out as a potential, it's gonna be really good for Alex. And of course, you know, Daaanty, you know, as thorough as he's been so far, you know, he actually may end up coming back, you know, and doing left side. We certainly saw him do Hera Basement. I think the only thing that we haven't seen Daaanty do, well, sorry, I guess 2 things. We haven't seen him do the Mushroom, which was pretty early, and then we haven't seen him do Spike Cave.
Yeah, or Graveyard Ledge, even though he walked right past it. Alright, Daaanty, he, look at this, left side first. Okay, so this is gonna give us 2 checks, and I think we didn't see the big key drop, did we? So, yeah, it could either be here or in the big chest.
Yeah, and of course, okay, Daaanty, I'm not sure what happened to the bomb, but maybe it just wasn't good timing. Fire Snake trying to get out of the way. Yeah, but I think at this point, after Daaanty finishes, Swamp Palace and seeing in this case left side, we still both of course have Alex's side. Presumably, they're going to do Pyramid Fairy. Daaanty has a very slightly more efficient way into Pyramid Fairy just because he's going to be already in the Dark World heading out of Swamp Palace. So going north is going to be pretty straightforward. We have a clearable Ice Palace ahead of us. We're missing Quake, that's known on Daanty's side, and either a book or a flute. That is time savings that Alex can put in the bank for him. As long as he doesn't go back.
Nah, he's not going back at this point, yeah.
Yeah, at this point, yeah. That is going to be a nice, like, minute plus, basically, for Alex. Now, of course, we are, once into finding a flute, I think the hope is that Meyer is also Quake, in terms of entry. Like, if it's Ether, I don't know, Fear, would you go in?
For what?
For Meyer, like if you get the flute and you go in, and then you find that it's Ether, like would you go in if you have
not right away? It's flute back to it later. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be in a rush to do Meyer.
Okay, so I actually think that because we saw 2 items in Swamp Palace, the big key must just be locked within the big chest. So it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, but looks like though, as Daanty's gonna make his way into Swamp Palace, Alex is going to give us a pyramid check first. And this time we have lots of cash. We don't have to we don't have to go farm any money, you know.
Right.
Alex gonna remember that we did beat Aga. Good. All that hard work. At least let it pay off a little bit. Alright, so this is gonna be a good chance for Alex, as we said, going from Pyramid Ferry upwards north to Graveyard Ledge and King's Tomb would certainly be, you know, quite beneficial for Alex. Pyramid Ferry, just nothing. But Daaanty, skipping out on Pyramid Ferry, he's gonna go to Ice Palace, his next crystal dungeon. At least this is what we're hoping for. He did check.
Alright, there's nothing else, right? I think.
Yeah, he did check like Hylia, so this should be, in theory, Ice Palace. Oh, this is gonna be great news for Alex. He is up here doing a King's Tomb, a Graveyard Ledge.
I mean, I don't think he has anything left to do.
That's potentially also true. Do you think we're gonna get a bumper ledge check?
I mean, he's able to do it, so.
But I mean, it's just like once you pick up the mitts, right? You know, from Graveyard Ledge, it's like suddenly, you know, now Ice Palace on the table, right?
Well, Daaanty picked up the mitts and then went and did Skullwoods.
Okay,
so...
that's also true. That's also true. But yeah, like so Daaanty did not defeat Mothula, and there is an item we know in the back of Skullwoods. But other than that, like
yeah,
Daaanty...
he went to Skullwoods, got one item and left.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I don't know when Daanty's gonna go back and check Bumper Ledge. Alright, looks like Daanty's gonna hit the switch.
It's surprising, because you're gonna want a full clearance anyways.
Alright, another additional check. Oh, Alex. Alex is going to check Bumper Ledge. I think, you know, he doesn't have anything else left in the area. I certainly approve of this particular piece of knowledge.
No. Yes. Okay. It might
yeah.
The switching's a possibility.
Yeah. He did a fake out, both in the light world and the dark world in order to check this. Just money though. Oh, but this is actually pretty good. He just got mitts, right? And so, oh, I thought he was going to. I thought he was going to go up the mountain. But
I think he's going Ice Palace.
Yeah. This makes a lot more sense. Yes, good. Yeah. All right. I wish I were paying attention in Ice Palace for. I know we got a compass in its vanilla location. Looks like though there is something here in Ice Tea, so Daanty's not going to leave anything behind. Here's the big key. Okay, so finally, Alex decides to give us a bog inside the second room of Ice Palace. This is not Spec Rock, Alex. We have a fire shield. Not quite as useful at this stage. Despite what it says, it does not.
Both.
We have our mirror shield in quick rapid succession. I was gonna say the fire shield doesn't really give you much fire offense, but you know, maybe cold sear puffs are a little vain, and they'll just feel bad if they look at themselves in that shield. Taking down Cold Stare, not quite the NMG requirements in this case that you have, because we do have Gold Sword and just kind of a couple slashes. Oh yeah, and so yeah, it looks like actually Alex confirmed that we did find the third item, which was just bombs. So yeah, we got 2 shields and a bomb here in Ice Palace. So where's our progression?
Smith Chain.
Smith Chain, great. Our favorite place to go, huh? Now, at least for Alex, he has a lot of coverage, right? He's done. The only thing I think Alex hasn't done really at this point is
the mountain, Dark Death Mountain.
Oh, right, Dark Death Mountain, and then he hasn't done Hera Basement. Like, he hasn't gone back for it. Daaanty, on the other hand, you know, he's got like a spot or 2 left in like kind of corners of the world. So we're gonna have to see in this case what he decides to do.
No, Nilsson's gonna skip Hera Basement list. All that stuff is dead. So he's
oh right,
not
yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Right,
he's
he also
making those
skip,
skips.
Right,
yeah.
right. He also just he skipped 2 items in Swamp too. Right, so these are really good skips. You know, for Alex, and this is how he can make up time over Daaanty. Daaanty, by the way, is also going to do Pyramid Fairy. It's going to be a little bit richer. Not quite going to earn back all 100 rupees that he did, that he spent, but at least it's something. Good on Daaanty, of course, to remember that we did defeat Aga, so we get a little bit of a shortcut. Although it might feel a little bit more tedious, because we have all these mirror transitions. So actually, yeah. So Daaanty a little bit ahead, going out of Ice Palace, or sorry, Pyramid Fairy. I was gonna say. Meanwhile, though, Alex, he just has one more cold steer fight to go, and then we're gonna be pretty close now.
He's still gotta go up to the mountain, so that's gonna cost him a bit of time.
Right, true. Now where? So maybe this is Daanty's graveyard ledge check. This is. Or not graveyard ledge, bumper ledge check? Yeah, looks like it. We are gonna get a little bit of ice then. He's not gonna blink twice about 300 rupees. So this actually then might be Smith Chain. We're just completely ignoring Mothula today. Daaanty has 0 interest in probably going back there. Probably unless Daaanty either gets a book or he thinks that Pedestal might be the answer. But it looks like at least, you know, based on what both Daaanty and Alex have done, Smith Chain looks like it's going to be the correct play for some type of progression, or you know, whatever, hammer pegs or purple chest. Alright, not hammer pegs. We have... And I think, actually, I don't know if Daanty's interested in trying to do fake powder. It's, you know, we don't have the powder, but he is here with the mushroom, with the Cane of Samaria, but he does have a full magic bar. maybe not. We do have a flute here on the blacksmith. Daaanty is, looks like he's gonna pick up the purple chest. He's gonna activate the flute alongside, and then gonna be able to quickly turn in that purple chest, and then probably gonna go to Meyer.
Yeah, we'll go Meyer or go to Desert.
Oh, right, yeah, that's right. Our flute is our entry into Desert Palace. So I think at this point then it is just a quick medallion on Daanty's side for go mode. Very quickly at least, Alex is gonna find out he is gonna need that quick medallion as well. Yeah, Alex is gonna get his sadly disappointed hookshot cave, even though there was so much potential up here. It is just 20 rupees. So it is just going to be the main value was on the actual blacksmith himself. And I think Daaanty, right, Daaanty got eyes on Desert Ledge much earlier, like early game. So, oh no, Alex, no! Don't do this, dude. No! Oh, poor Alex. Alright though. Well, Alex is also going to be rewarded with a little bit more cash. Not what he was looking for. But meanwhile, Daaanty is here in Mire. We did see that Ether was the required medallion for the Mire. We'll see in this case. If Daaanty actually needs to go in or not. He does have all of Desert, 2 items. He has a checkerboard cave. Alright, so I don't know if Daaanty is just interested in going straight over to Landmost after this. With 1 item gotten out of the big chest already. Looks like the answer is yes. We're gonna go and hope in this case that the second item is of course just on Landmost, because it very well could be. We have a small key in the map chest and then, you know, map compass on the right side. And who wants to do right side for nothing? Okay, hook shot out for Alex, but he is headed toward the village, so if he
doesn't have anything left. So,
oh, right.
I mean, he's not going to go Swamp Palace over back to Swamp Palace over Smith.
Yeah, that's true. He already sat through Hera Basement. Alright, so he can certainly save a little bit of time, though, over Daaanty if he just forgoes that purple chest, right? It just goes and activates
yeah,
the flute.
I don't think you can, though. I think it's, I mean, it's, you get it, you activate your flute, you flute to 7. It's like, you just can't skip that.
We've seen a lot of can'ts turn into cans in this scene so far, so I guess we'll see. I'm certainly hoping for Alex's sake that he is willing to, you know, cut out the purple chest. You know, he's not even Donatello. Like, why would he get a clashing, you know, chest to go along with his accessories? That was only a map, by the way, on Landmost, but that is, you know, Daaanty's 6th crystal. So we are in hunt for a Quake medallion. Dang chicken. I would have been pretty surprised if Daaanty decided to skip out on Desert right side.
I mean, there's so few checks left that he can't really skip anything at this point.
Yeah, Daaanty certainly has been quite thorough. A paltry 10 rupees purchase for the flute versus what do we get? Oh, we got a 500 rupee boomerang from Zora. So quite the different business model. Coincidentally, I guess 500 rupees also can buy you a fire shield from the Curiosity Shop. Maybe that's why I think they're so curious over there. But I really, though, like the Smith chain, or the Smith really does give you the best value for your rupee. All right, 20 rupees, second item in Desert Palace, so nothing there to consider. 10 arrows. I guess we're going in.
Yeah, there's no. I mean, go back to the back of Skullwoods.
That probably Daaanty is not interested in doing that. Quite the chain, though, in order to get wherever this Quake medallion is. Alright, yeah, so it looks like at least at this point, after, you know, the dust has settled down a little bit, Daaanty is in Pendant Mire. We know that something has to be here, and meanwhile, Alex is roughly 1 Desert Palace clear behind.
Yeah, he's pretty far behind at this point. There's no room for him to make up time at this.
We can certainly. Oh yeah, Alex. I mean, I think there is maybe some little bit more variation for GT routing, but I think you might be right. Like this might be a bit higher of a gap.
I mean, it's an entire desert. Desert's short, but still, you have a cutscene. You got to go in and out.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
Looks like actually Alex is going to check checkerboard first. I mean, he's gonna do this regardless because we know that Desert doesn't have anything. But meanwhile, though, it is a very early big key. Daaanty probably not gonna go directly to Vitreous. I think he did that last night actually in his like practice seed. Pendant. Yep, never mind. We're going straight back to This could be a potential difference here. Fear, like we didn't get any items so far, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if Quake is just kind of sitting in the front of Meyer, that actually could be some pretty big time gain for Alex. Of course, this is a green pendant, so maybe Daanty's also banking on item on Vitreous, and in this case, the green pendant may be doing something. I'm not sure maybe if Daaanty missed Spooky, or maybe he didn't kick up dust or something. It didn't quite catch anything, but looks like we are going to get a little bit of extra content. Not doing Spooky action here. Alright, Alex, of course, as very similar to Daaanty, he is going to go straight to the back. Of course. Alright, Daaanty, how are you going to take on Vitreous? He's got silvers, he's got gold sword. Daaanty, of course, has run a fair amount of NMG himself, so he certainly knows how to take down Vitreous. Textbook style. Looks like we're just going to go with Rando version. Vitreous certainly took his time to appear in the big eye, but no item, just the green pendant. So I'm assuming that Daaanty is going back in.
Yeah, he could just go turn the green pendant in and pull pad 2 as always an option.
Yeah, that's true. And he does save Skullwoods too, right? So if he does decide to go the Pedra option, he will have to. All that time is going to be given back to Alex.
The problem is, I think Alex probably just does the same thing. It's hard to pass up a Godmire.
Yeah, that's true. And I guess and you really just want to avoid that cutscene chest too, right? All right, the environmental hazards though here in Meyer really try to slow Daaanty down. Going over to right side. Or left side, sorry. left and right are the same thing, basically. That is a vanilla compass. But sadly, no vanilla big key because we already have it in our possession. But looks like Daanty's just gonna go in and do the cutscene chest. Alright, Alex, though, coming into Meyer... Did he do Desert right side?
Nah, I skipped it.
Okay. So this, I mean, Alex is cutting down stuff. And it's certainly looking like something's gonna be here in the front of Meyer. I mean, it could be still a green pendant. Cutscene chest has 3 bombs. That is one of our 2 items. Man. These sparks are also not playing fair to Alex. Alright, the suspense. We already found 1 item. Yeah, and this is when Alex is going to get his big key. So we're going to see in this case if he also decides to go straight over to Vitreous. What is our second item going to be? It's either here in the big chest or it's in the map chest, which is upcoming. Oh my god! Oh, it's powder! Oh man, Daaanty had the opportunity to fake powder while he was doing Smith Chain and denied because why would you do fake powder when you don't have powder? But you know, Daaanty could have saved himself a ton of time. Alright, well, let's see in this case what the green pendant is. Alex, though, yeah, as you know, as you predicted here, we're certainly kind of getting back into the groove of being able to predict things, at least at the end. He's going straight over to Vitreous, but looks like, though, it looks like it's gonna be powder is going to be the answer.
Or ped.
Or pedestal, you're absolutely correct. Yeah. Daaanty. A little bit of muscle memory, we're gonna do powder. But in this case, if it's pedestal, that means that, you know, Daaanty's gonna have to basically go complete Mothula, which Alex has already done. Moment of truth. What do we got? Oh my gosh, beer! Beer! We're going to Mothula. Amazing. That is 20 rupees on the magic bats. So we have a potential
Alex
medallion.
Might be in the lead if he just leaves. He's got the mirror out.
Yeah.
He's not going to check powder. So.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, suddenly we are this is certainly going to be very, very interesting. So powder, he's leaving. Fear. Oh my gosh, fear.
Wow.
Dude, okay, Alex can turn the green pendant, most likely. So then it's gonna get, so it's gonna be the same time here. You know, Daaanty's gonna have to clear out the back of Skull Woods, but after this turn-in, Alex is gonna go, I think Alex is gonna be able to beat Daaanty over to pull the pedestal. It is a little bit of a trek to sort of get over here. Because Daaanty does have Mothula to kill. He has the bridge chest for the second item.
He might just kill. He might just kill Moth and pull ped.
Okay, that's true.
I don't know. We'll see.
But this is suddenly turning into something super close. Wow! All of a sudden, oh my god!
The second item was under the bridge, right?
Correct, right. It was only 20 rupees, but you know that's gonna be time that Daaanty may or may not be spending. As we're gonna get a pedestal, I mean a actual no read pedestal because we don't have the book. Speaking of, it could also be the book on pedestal. I would like to be able to see Alex, you know, give us a check to see the text for the pedestal, but I don't know if he's gonna do that. All right, moment of truth. What do we have here on the pedestal? Is it Quake? Is it the pedestal? Or the pedestal? Is it the book? It is Quake Medallion. 1 hour, 26 minutes, 8 seconds. Alex has taken the lead and is in go mode, going up to Turtle Rock.
That was impressive. Like, I didn't think he was able to come back, but skipping left side or the right side of desert, and then skipping the two items in Mire. That's those are the plays you need to make. Then you get dead rocked.
Then you get dead rocked. Yeah, and you know, and this is a very similar, I think, to what happened, I think, you know, between game 1 of PUGS versus Spec Rock Bonkers, right? Ari, super thorough, did everything, and Talmaran was just trying to make some plays and cut out some things that was going to be able to save him time. Ultimately, of course, Ari still dictated the victory, but you know, that was Talmaran's strategy. Let's see, I would think it was 54 seconds. Daaanty also picks up his Quake Medallion, is in go mode, so we've got quite the close race. 40-some odd seconds between Daaanty and Alex. And, you know, GT routing, execution is certainly going to matter. You know, the dead rocks, I think, you know, after blocking Daaanty early.
That was huge. That was big right there. That was a lot of time wasted for...
Yeah, and this time, you know, jeez. Do you ever play like Bang or any of those games where there's like a renegade, where it's like you're trying to play both sides to see, in this case, ultimately you're the last one standing? I think that's what Dead Rocks was doing. Now, of course, right. Keep in mind, you know, we're not in GT yet. We do have all of Turtle Rock left to do. Maybe depending on what, you know, maybe the key layout. If runners decide to go outside versus stay inside, right, there is going to be that like 3% chance where maybe there is no key on Laser Bridge. But, you know, going outside is actually going to matter now. How do you think either Daaanty or Alex feels, out of curiosity?
No clue. No idea.
Oh my gosh. After all of the ups and downs, all of the different like adrenaline rushes, you know, I'm gonna do this slightly unconventionally. I'm gonna make this play. We're suddenly tied up to within, you know, like 45-50 seconds within each other. And these guys, I mean, so Alex has made certainly a good number of skips. I think maybe his turtle blood is running through his veins, right? Because he skips so much, and yet here he is in go mode. And Daaanty, you know, he's like, I cleared out the whole game. You know, I don't know if he necessarily feels too bad.
So they are gonna have to go outside. They gotta go. You gotta do big chest.
Okay. So it looks like in this case, because it was bombos, right? And nothing. Yeah.
We got one key in the front. So the next two checks will be small keys. This will be a small key. Chomps will be a small key. Then the big key will be vanilla.
Right.
So you have to go outside to do the big chest.
Sad. I wanted some more divergence. And of course, you know, both runners having the mirror shield means that they are going to be able to do laser bridge. I mean, not as it's always going to be logic, but at least they have a bit of a safety in order to get through there.
Yeah, I don't want to take anything away from Alex. Alex is a really good runner, but Daaanty is one of the best in Rando. So I feel like still have to give the edge a little bit to Daaanty. I feel like we'll see a little bit of time made up in execution throughout all of GT, but it's going to be close.
It is 100% going to be close, right? And I've said, and again, yeah, certainly Daaanty, you know, has league titles. He has Rando titles, main tournament winner, right? A league winner. The execution is probably favored to be Daaanty. I think all of this extra equipment though is potentially going to get, help kind of balance some of that advantage, right? Like got gold sword, got half magic,
and we'll see how they route GT as well.
Exactly, right? Yeah. But this is suddenly a very close race. I think so I think both runners played to their strengths quite well in this particular scene. I think Alex did what he needed to do at the beginning, in order to try and make this a very close race.
You can't gamble the small key here because it's just too much of a time loss on a 50-50 if it's not here.
Ooh, though different Poke RNGs potentially could slow down Daaanty just a little bit.
Also, if you get another key here in Crystal Roller, you can actually just skip Laser Bridge too.
Oh yeah, true. I don't know how the bomb throws work in that cave sometimes, because you can it can bounce, it can go all the way to the other side of the wall seemingly and then open. Glad it didn't in this case hurt Daaanty. Yeah, so just 20 rupees on Crystal Roller, so we are gonna have to go through Laser Bridge. But as you said though, this is potentially one of those places. Turtle Rock, Ganon, GT, execution-wise, I would say that Daaanty's probably run NMG a fair amount over Alex, so he might.
I don't know. Yeah, Alex has not done very much NMG at all.
Yeah. Oh, look at that! Look at that mirror shield go! Yeah, all these really nice clinking sounds, but it cuts short because the second key is, the small key is just on the second chest of Laser Bridge.
And there's nothing left to check either. They've got silvers, they got half magic, and the mail doesn't matter. You're at 14 hearts.
I guess we're just gonna see the original Donatello, you know, or not Donatello, Michelangelo in action. Did you have a favorite turtle playing the Ninja Turtles 1?
Yeah. Well, playing it's Donatello because it's OP, but
that's
my
true.
favorite Ninja Turtle is still Michelangelo.
Aw, nice. He was the party dude.
Yeah.
You always see him with pizza, which is
that's
never
the best,
a bad.
right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was always the best part, in my opinion.
It's like not even close, honestly. I know people like Raph because he's like the bad guy. You know, he's like cool and mysterious and crude, I guess. But come on.
He was such a hothead, dude. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. He always seemed to like lose his temper, and it's like, but he did have some pretty cool weaponry. Alex, all right. Okay, let's see. That was 133.13, I think, on Crystal Grab. It seemed like actually Daaanty made up a good amount of time actually on Alex.
Yeah, his turn X was faster.
Yeah, it was some like 40 some odd seconds. That is now what 31. So we've got. I forgot what I said before. It is certainly cut down to at least probably like the lead is cut down by like 50-20 seconds. 18 seconds. All right, thanks. All right, yeah. So I do see a bunch of other numbers other than 18. So get your guesses in before Alex ends over to GT. I guess because he's gonna make it into first, we are going to go by his counter. But I think Fear, you also like specific chests too, right? Forget about the counts.
It's too late for that.
All right. All right. Let's see. All right, Alex, what are you gonna do? We're going Stalfos room. All right, so Stalfos room first.
I think Daanty's probably gonna do the same.
Yeah, I mean, so Daaanty is on Team PUGS. Alex, dude, pick up something. But yeah, his teammates are notorious for going over to Stalfos room first.
I mean, this is this thing.
Oh my gosh!
It's
no,
stuff
Alex,
like this you can't do.
Dude, you gotta keep it together. You got like 7-8 more minutes of this game left to play. Ooh, interesting. Going to clear out. Oh wait, if he's clearing out this room, is he going?
Yeah, he's going left, I guess.
Oh, well, interesting. Okay, this is gonna be divergence. Daaanty, yeah, he's got the mirror. He's taken tried and true to his teammates, doing Stalfos from first into Compass room. Oh.
I hate this route, by the way. I do not like. I'm not a fan of the route that he's doing here.
Oh wait, Daanty's or Alex's?
Alex's.
Oh, okay.
Because killing Stalfos just takes so much
Mm-hmm.
time for that one extra check too. Not a fan of that.
Yeah. All right. Well, so suddenly then, because of that check, so unless the big key is here, it's still gonna be Daanty's gonna give the time back in order to get the map chest, but. Suddenly, because of this, I think maybe nerves are getting to both runners. Daanty's just a little bit ahead going into Compass Room. Checking map chest, I guess, is it only works if the big key is there. But unfortunately,
right, that's such a low percentage, right? Like it feels like it's. Killing the Stalfos, even if you're doing it with ethers, just takes too much time. Whereas when you mirror out, you're not killing it. I think that's one of the benefits of doing the Stalfos room first.
Oh my gosh, more divergence here.
All right, I'll be over in the corner here.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Oh, this is I mean, this is coming from Alex. This might be a bit more, quote unquote predictable for Alex, or maybe expected. I'm not sure expect is the right word, but I think Alex, might just be, thinking that I've done so much. Maybe, maybe he does feel like he needs to take a little bit more of an edge. But here we are, into Ice Armos. So Daaanty is gonna give us a check here in Fire Snake room. Not in box chest. I mean, if it's in Rando room, Alex, Daanty's certainly got a pretty, significant advantage, lead going into upper GT. But if it's here, Alex suddenly has bought himself a good amount of buffer time. There's the book. 20 rupees. And the big chest, the big key is slightly offset. Not in its exact no location, but it is behind Ice Armos. Alex is taking the lead onto climbing GT. Daaanty is very short order going into taking down Ice Armos. But this is gonna be quite the order for Daaanty to, in this case, potentially make up. Alex, I mean, I don't know how Alex must be feeling. Like, if he's shaking, you know, because he ended up doing some. I don't even know how good you would feel. I mean, you must feel good because, you know, you got to skip all of Rando Room, you know, all of Fire Snake, you certainly took a very different route. But like, jeez. Alright, we are seeing this case, the advantage of all of the stuff. Half magic, you know, mirror shield, silvers, gold sword. Alex is just tearing through, although Daaanty going up. Found his big key. But Alex is getting a little bit bullied. You're right, and I think some potential discussion about if Alex still has some safeties or not. I don't think he stopped by the potion shop to buy anything, and he doesn't have the fairy, right? From
yeah,
he already used on Spike Cave.
Yep.
Yeah, so he might actually need to be a bit careful. These oh my gosh, Alex!
He also doesn't have a potion or
yeah,
powder
he also
either.
doesn't have powder because he left Meyer. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness for. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I am like. Oh my gosh. No, Alex. I was actually surprised he didn't want to take the safety because he was so, you know, he was so, I guess, aggressive. But just like that, oh my gosh, Daaanty is, he is a couple rooms now ahead of Alex. What? Oh my gosh, what a ride. Alright, Alex. So, I mean, Alex is doing his absolute best to keep things together. Still, you know, he's got plenty of ammunition. Doesn't have to worry about this. That's one benefit of having silvers. And, of course, the mirror shield. You hear all these great clinks on the shields. Daaanty, of course, having a bit more safety. Still, of course, has this fairy. You know, he's got a lot of extra health. He's just tearing through this place. Better Lambos to fight with silver arrows on his part. I had a little bit, maybe of a hiccup on the first time, but Daaanty is ready to take on Wizrobes. Alex is stopping by the safety room. Very, very understandable. This is just going to be time cut in to things that he basically needs to make up some ground for. And we are also seeing the downside effects of having full health going into the gauntlet. You know, we want gold sword damage, and we are definitely getting a fighter sword damage because of these sword beams. Daaanty, though, of course, he's done torches, you know, a ton of times. He doesn't have to worry so much. Of course, just enough magic in order to get himself through. Alex doing his best to lose the sword beams early, so he doesn't have to deal with them here in Gauntlet. And of course, Daaanty with the, well, looks like not even going to be a powder in this case. He's okay doing all of the health in this case. I am, oh, Moldor playing defense to,
oh my gosh.
to Alex. Holy cow. I was gonna say, like, Daaanty, you know, known hover, we saw him do everything in pod, right? I don't, you know, he's not looking for anything. You know, why is, oh my god.
Wow.
Why is he even giving Moldor a chance here, dude? Alex, I mean, he's in Wizrobes 1. Daaanty, I guess at this point we're just gonna take revenge. For first thirst try for Daaanty. Alex, though, taking in interesting using lamp, not the fire rod, but maybe he wants to save a little bit of his extra magic. Alright, we are here on Aga 2 for Daaanty. This looks like a very reasonable pattern. All 3 energy shots. I think that's a triple. Although sometimes the game can be kind of finicky. Almost. 1 blue ball, so we have 2 more to go. 5, 6. Very nicely done on Daaanty. Got a nice 3-1-2. So we have 1 more fight. I cannot believe the ups and downs for this race. I don't know, maybe Daaanty actually doesn't even think much of this because he's just kind of like been playing his game. I think actually a lot of the excitement and drama, dramatic effects was actually just on Alex's side. But Alex is certainly not far behind Daaanty, dropping in to Ganon. So I certainly would expect for him to be able to get a 1-1 for phases 1 and 2. Gold Sword, of course, doesn't have to have as much pressure, but looks like Daaanty is just following along as if he has Tempered Sword. It's a very textbook. Okay, we got plenty of health left. Only still on green mail, but we've got lots of buffer. Alex through Aga 2. Daaanty on phase 3 that, just like Aga 1, he cannot speed up. Only slow down. Daaanty getting a Torch Clutch. That is a double. He needs 1 more. 4th silver arrow down. Keeping Ganon in the corner. Hopefully that's not where you are, Fear. But after this, 1 Ganon fight apart. Get your G's out in chat for Daaanty taking an amazing whirlwind victory, putting his team 2-0 over the Stuck Rock Bonkers. 144.55. What a race, dude. Alright, Alex is just getting through his Ganon fights. Almost there. Daaanty had a pretty fast phase 4, especially being able to kind of land the double and triples. Alex also going for Torch Clutch. Is he gonna be able to get triple here? Almost. Not quite enough. Not quite enough distance between them. Oh, phew. Alright, that is 1 Ganon fight difference. Get your G's out in chat for Alex playing one heck of a race. And this seed taking 2nd place against Daaanty. My gosh, what? Man, I think Alex and Daaanty must be both tired, but I think also watching this was also quite a bit of energy taken. Alright, let's see. In this case, they are still waiting. We are now joined here by today's racers, Daaanty and Alex. GG's, guys.
GG's.
Yo, thanks. GG's, Nilsson.
Yeah, so I think many of us have lots of questions. So I guess maybe we can start with you, Daaanty. Well, okay, sorry, to give you some context, so early on, Alex, very bold play, going into Eastern Palace, was straight out of Escape. I'm personally a huge fan because, why would you ever skip Eastern? Daaanty, on the other hand, you kind of put off Eastern, went to Aga, I would say, without doing like the Eastern Palace area, but then after Aga and Catfish, you went actually back to Eastern. Thoughts? Strategy?
Well, not having enough money for Pod, was a really good motivator to go to Eastern. So I was really hoping the stun prize in Aga Tower, when I checked that, was gonna be like some form of rupees, and I could just kind of farm a little bit here along the way. And then it wasn't, so I was like, well, I guess I'll go to Eastern. Maybe there's a chance Nilsson did this. Nilsson likes to joke about clowning, and I'm like, honestly, you got in my head a little bit. I was like, I don't know what he is gonna do. But yeah, that early game, like, it was like, all right, I've done the whole overworld except Eastern. Let's just we've got enough to get into Pod. Let's hope that's right. And then it was just a miscount of money for me when I was going up Aga Tower, so that kind of felt bad.
Oh, okay. So initially, like, you were planning on going into Pod, right? But then I guess, like, but you didn't want to go farm, I guess, like, a little bit of extra money, but instead, countering some of maybe Alex's earlier decisions.
Well, it was like going into Aga. I think I was about 2 floors in, and I noticed I think I had it was like 80, maybe less. And I didn't feel great about that, so that was when I was, like I said, checking the stun prize. Then I went to Catfish. And then getting Mushroom, like, after that, there was never really a good time for Mushroom. Flute was so late, I felt like I had to keep following the breadcrumbs. And I was honestly in Mire.
Even though you did Aga?
Do what?
So you did Aga, you got the Mushroom, you could have maybe turned it in, got some money for Pod.
Yeah, I didn't want to bank on that being money.
I know, but oh, go ahead.
No, I'll say, like, I just didn't know, like, what to do. Going into Eastern, it was like, I've got all of Saha, and then I've got 3 items in Eastern, and then there's the guaranteed money room in the back. So I just was like, let's just hedge our bets, and then do that. So
Yeah, I think also, like, I mean, you made a really good play into going to check Graveyard Ledge. Right, that was kind of like not necessarily last location for Alex, but then, like, any particular reason, I guess, like, you decided to, I guess, like, keep going over to, like, the front of Skull Woods. Like, was that also another, like, I'm going to believe in Dunka type of thing?
it was definitely a believe in Dunka moment. I started at Hype Cave and was thinking, what is the most effective way I can route this and just kind of full clear and hopefully do it all in one pass. And then I was like, I want to go to Skull Woods, but Graveyard Ledge is over here, and if I complete Skull Woods, then I'm probably not going to Graveyard Ledge, and that's going to be all by itself. Hindsight, I could have probably done Skull Woods, obviously hindsight's 2020. Do Skull Woods, save and quit, and then just kind of run from the pyramid. But it worked out, I guess. Going back into Skull Woods, and after seeing where Quake was, I kind of I had kind of resigned to have lost at that point. I figured maybe Nilsson would either get 1 item in Mire and leave. This was a seed where you definitely could skip Left Side Swamp if you want to. So, like, there was a lot of just time things that I did that just wasted time.
I mean, like, maybe. I mean, like, I think at that point, maybe, like, you didn't necessarily know, but, like, Alex, on the other hand, I think he had a very different strategy. So he rushed Eastern immediately after Escape, like, not even, no Kakariko, like, no South Shore or anything. And then Alex, I think you also did immediately. You rushed the back of Skull Woods immediately.
Yeah, I didn't check the map at all, not in Light World or Dark World.
That's true. We did get an hour map check from you.
So when I went in, I was like, I already had Fire Rod, so I was like, well, pendant or not, I'm gonna do it. So I was like, there's no point in skipping it at that point, because 2 items, and I was like, you never know with Rando, and I was like, I don't know what Daaanty's gonna do, but I definitely didn't want to. I wanted to do something that maybe Daaanty didn't do, so clearing Skull Woods was the call I did early on.
Alex,
Yeah.
I have a complaint.
Okay, yeah, Specrock Bond. Yeah, sorry.
Wait, no, you can't just get away with here just saying, "Oh, sorry." Like, dude, we were so excited. Like, we were telling everybody that this is why Nilssonalex 92 is on the Spec Rock Bonkers. And when you got into Spec Rock, what did you do? You are the Spec Rock saving quitters. Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm playing Daaanty, so I can't really lose that much time. So I had to stop clowning that much, even though I kind of got bailed out and skipping left side swamp and skipping 2 items in mire and skipping Graveyard Ledge for the longest time. So yeah.
Did you guys end up catching kind of like what happened? Because I know there's a 10-minute delay, but do you guys end up catching what happened? I guess like in GT at all?
Yeah. I died, and Daaanty told me that he fell twice on Mulderm, I think he said. So, I mean, that was a rough death. So I was like super tilted out after that one because I was sitting there. I didn't check race time until that happened. I saw that Daaanty wasn't done yet. So I was like, oh man, this could have been a victory. And, well, stuff happens. I got greedy. I should have done the safety room before going into the climb. But I didn't feel like doing that either. Because I didn't know where Daaanty was. I was like, he can be finished right away. So I was like, I need to be moving here.
Yeah, and I guess like right, so I don't know if Daaanty ended up telling you like what you ended up skipping out on Mire. And Daaanty, as you predicted, like Alex, Alex did what you did the first part of Mire. He just went straight to the back to Vitreous, and then he just left, right? So no 3 bombs, and most importantly, no powder from Mire.
Leaving both items.
Yeah.
I did that last night or like Monday night in a practice seed, and I got so much grief from one Act the Boker. And I honestly was like, wouldn't it be funny to do that again? And then at that point, I thought, nah, that's not going to be it. Quake's just going to be here, and I was very wrong.
Yeah, but it also turns out like so you guys both got the fairy in a bottle from Eastern. Alex used it early in Spikegate, and so there was no safety, unfortunately. But you had something going in, so
yeah. I mean, stuff happens, right? I got stuck in the spike in the room before. So, I mean, there was like no thing I could have done there that could have really saved me. I was short of magic spells, I couldn't use bomb moves either. So, I mean, bomb moves was in my mind. But, yeah, it happens. Like, just being in that position where it was like this close with me and Daaanty is just like it was a close race. I can't really complain in the end.
I mean, I think I think you guys both played like to your strengths, right? Like you know, Daaanty, like obviously your execution, and you know, just, like so long as you kind of keep yourself like within within the rails, right? Like you are an absolute powerhouse, and like I think that's exactly what you did here. I think Alex also like I think if you needed to go make up some time, I think you did some really good things, right? You skipped out left side swamp, you skipped out for the most part, like Hera basement, although you still went back. But I mean, like you made great decisions. Like even in GT routing, right? You skip Rando room, for example. You just went straight to Ice Armos, right? And like these are the kind of things you need to do in order to make up time against Daaanty.
I kind of wanted to go to Rando room, and then I was like, nah. I was in the Firebar room or whatever it's called, and I was like, no, I'm not going. I'm going the different way around. I was like, there's no way in hell I'm going to Rando room. But I was in full panic mode after Swamp because I had no mids, no flute, and then I got mids, and I was still missing flute, and I was missing Quake as well. So it didn't really feel that good.
I mean, at some point, I think going into Skullwoods and Pedestal, like you were in the lead, right? And then you were still going the lead into GT, and then this lead just kept changing in GT. That was quite the whirlwind. I mean, I don't know how it felt necessarily like on your side, Daaanty, because I think at least from what you did, you seemed just kind of do straight and narrow, like you're just playing your game, right? Like Alex, you might have felt a bit more adrenaline, I guess, with all the different things that were happening on your side.
No, I just went with how it went. Like I was just like. That's why I never checked the map. I'm just gonna clear whatever I can clear and hope that I haven't missed something on the way. I was like, if I missed something, I mean, Dante's gonna be done here like 20 minutes ago or something like that. I was like just checking race time, and I was like, he's not done yet at least. So I haven't made a fool out of myself. So it kind of worked, but I would probably not play like this if I was up against somebody else than Daaanty, because Daaanty was like the other day when he was playing, he was like, oh shit, Nilsson is here, and I was like, I'm not gonna copy what he's doing. So
well, at least you guys get to take a little bit of a break, because I think this at least not only wraps up week 2, but also week 3 for Casual Boost, but also like you guys are done for now. Any particular thoughts going into week 4 for veterans? Looking forward to it. Dreading it, sitting this one out.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna play both. So I mean, I love entrance, and retrance is fun. You don't need to think about small keys and all that stupid stuff, and also you have your co-op partner with you, so you don't really need to do like every single check by yourself. So it's gonna be fun, and it's gonna be a challenge as well, because I mean, even if you practice together, you're still gonna be in race mode. It's one thing when you're just playing together, like practicing together, but this is gonna be it's gonna be chaos. But I like some chaos as well.
Any thoughts from you, Daaanty, about next week?
I'm really hoping that Ari has time to schedule both.
I see.
But,
Ari is okay. So Ari, I guess, is point man for.
I mean,
for veterans.
everybody wants Pugs to lose, and if I'm playing veterans, then it's probably gonna happen. I don't know. Last Locationeers are playing amazing right now, and that's who we have next week. So, or on the next set, I guess, since it's a 2-week thing. But it should be exciting either way. I'm gonna do my best if I'm playing. We haven't fully decided that yet. It kind of just depends on scheduling and stuff, since SGL is also this week, and I think all 3 of us are going to be there. And looking forward to just doing our best.
I mean, it's and I think it'll be really exciting to watch regardless. Watching co-op is always a little bit of a chaotic, but it's also, I think, really fun to be able to see. And teamwork definitely takes a very, very big part. I don't think you could just kind of wing it, right? With another person and I kind of expect really good results, communication.
Yeah. I mean, the mode next week is probably one of the hypest things, for the whole event, I think, personally. And I know initially when we planned this and for Game 5 last season, there was a little bit of pushback from someone, and then it worked out being one of the most popular modes, right, Fear?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it ended up being because it was all the way in Game 5, right? So it was just oh, when are we ever gonna see this? And yeah, I think as you said, it worked out quite well. So certainly, best of luck to you guys for the remaining league weeks. But this was quite the show. Any other thoughts between you guys before we kind of wrap things up?
Thank you guys for commentating, and thanks for tracking all that, putting on the restream. Do appreciate it. Yeah,
what Daaanty said, just thank you guys. I'm definitely gonna rewatch it, and also GG's Daaanty, and good luck Pugs in the next few races that's left. Well, since you just won both against us, I hope you guys just don't lose any matches at all. So
we'll
no pressure. No pressure.
GG's. Well, GG's again, and looking forward to seeing you guys in the playoffs.
Hopefully.
I'm looking forward to a Spec Rock Bonk, Alex.
I'll promise I will do it sometime during this tournament, somewhere.
All right, sounds good. All right, yeah. Thank you so much, Daaanty and Alex, for racing. I mean, this was a phenomenal race. There was tons of up and downs all throughout. So certainly quite the great race. So thank you so much. I want to thank our amazing tracker and volunteer extraordinaire, Arturo. He's restreamed so many matches, done so much tracking for us. Really do appreciate your time, of course. And look at all the stuff that he had to go for. Daaanty's inventory is I mean, and Alex's is pretty much everything's there, right? So he's done certainly a lot of work to make sure that all the information is accurate. So really do appreciate it. And of course, Fear, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to be able to see, hear you talk.
Yeah, no problem. Glad to do it.